excited to be worshiping with you this morning. Hey, if you're sitting down, stand up, get ready to worship with us. We have motions on the sides you can follow along with. Sing with us and worship with us this morning.
Greatest day in history. Death is beating, you have rescued me. Sing it out, Jesus is alive. The empty cross, the empty grave. Life eternal, you have won the day. Shout it out, Jesus is alive. He is alive. My sins away, oh, happy day, I'll never be the same. Forever I'm changed. When I stand in that place, realize meeting face to face. I am yours, Jesus, you are mine. And this joy and perfect peace, every pain finally will cease. Celebrate, Jesus is alive. He is alive. And oh, happy day, wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, I'll never be the same. Oh, happy day, you wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, I'll never be the same. Forever I'm changed. And oh, what a glorious day, what a glorious way that you have saved me. And oh, what a glorious day, what a glorious name, Jesus. And oh, happy day, you wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, I'll never be the same. Oh, happy day, you wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, I'll never be the same. Forever I'm changed.
I don't know where you lay your head or where you call your home. I don't know where you eat your meals or where you talk on the phone. I don't know if you got a cook, a butler, or a maid. I don't know if you got a yard with a hammock in the shade. But come and go with me to my Father's house. Come and go with me to my Father's house. It's a big, big house with lots and lots of room. A big, big table with lots and lots of food. It's a big, big yard where we can play football. Touchdown, big, big house. It's my Father's house. don't know if you got some shelter, say a place to hide. I don't know if you live with friends in whom you can confide. I don't know if you got a family, say your mom or dad. I don't know if you feel love at all, but I bet you wish you had. So come and go with me to my Father's house. Come and go with me to my Father's house. It's a big, big house with lots and lots of room. A big, big table with lots and lots of food. A big, big yard where we can play football. Touchdown. It's a big, big house. It's my Father's house. Sing that again with us. Come and go. So come and go with me to my Father's house. Come and go with me to my Father's house. It's a big, big house with lots and lots of room. A big, big table with lots and lots of food. A big, big yard where we can play football. A big, big house. So come and go with me to my Father's house. Come and go with me to my Father's house. It's a big, big house with lots and lots of room. A big, big table with lots and lots of food. A big, big yard where we can play football. Touchdown. Big, big house. It's my Father's house.
Welcome, Light and Life kids. We have another Bible lesson for you today. Today is a special day. It's Compassion Sunday. Now we're going to look at a verse in our Bibles that talk about compassion. So if you have your Bibles, go ahead and open it up. We're going to go to 1 John. That's really close to the end of the Bible. Just a couple pages left. So in 1 John chapter 3, we're going to look at verse 18. I'm going to read it to you, okay? It says, "Dear children, let us not love with words or speech, but with actions and in truth." That whole part of John 3 is talking about how to love people, how to show people compassion. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So, okay, first, let's start out by doing this. Let's say I am super thirsty. Could you give me something to drink? Okay, but here's the catch. You can't come down here and give it to me. You have to give it to me just by speaking. Could you please give me something to drink just by speaking to the water to come to me? No? Okay, well, what if we played a game? Okay, could you use your words to throw a ball? I'll catch it. Oh, but I think I can only use my words to catch it too. That's not going to work. Okay, what about write me a letter, and that'll help me feel really better about being really thirsty and not being able to play a game. Can you write me a letter? Okay, but you have to tell the pen to write me the letter and then tell the letter to send itself to me. No? That's not going to work? Let's read our memory verse one more time, okay? It says, "Dear children, let us not love with words or speech, but with actions and in truth." Why do you think that this verse prefers actions instead of just using words? Well, what do you think? Yeah, I think just like giving me something to drink, you have to actually do it, right? And not just say, "I hope you can get something to drink soon." That's not very helpful, is it? Okay, so let's see. Can you think of an example of an action that shows love a lot more than just words? Because we can say, I love you, but what is an action to show love? Yeah, maybe a hug. Okay, that's good. Giving someone water, playing a game with them, writing them a letter. Good. Awesome. Well, okay. We are going to meet someone. Well, we're going to meet two someones actually. A brother and a sister. They're twins and they live in a place called the Philippines. The Philippines is super cool. We actually have churches that we've planted in the Philippines. And our pastors go there all the time to go teach the people and raise up more leaders to lead the churches that we have there. It's really cool. Well, our friends that we're going to meet, Eunice and Eugene, they live in the Philippines and they're from there. And so we're going to take a look at the video and we're going to hear a little bit about what life is like for them there. Check it out with me, okay?
As we've visited our friends in the Philippines, they've helped us learn more about our calling, how we are called to follow Christ, to be the church, and to care for others with loving action. Today, we'll think about how we are called to take a next step. Today, we are stepping into some exciting shoes. These are the shoes of Eugene Ponicia and his twin sister, Eunice. They are 21 years old and grew up in the same neighborhood as our friend Jonas. Eugene and Eunice were young children in poverty, just like some of the children we've met. They grew up here in a family of 9 children. As you can imagine, living in poverty with such a large family was very difficult. Their mother has been unable to find work, and their father doesn't make enough to support them all. How would you like to share your home with this group? The Ponicias raise pigs for food and to sell. Houses here are built on stilts because the river gets very high in rainy season. It even touches the bottom of some of their homes. There is no city plumbing here, and so no bathrooms. People must go where they can, usually near the river. What would it be like to live without running water or toilets in your home? Eugene and Eunice were only 6 years old when someone decided to become their sponsor. A sponsor commits monthly financial support to give a child access to health and education opportunities. A sponsor can also encourage a child through letters and prayers. That simple act of sponsorship changed the course of their lives. We asked Eugene where he finds his hope.
Jesus is the only one who helped me in times
Jesus
of
is the
trouble.
only one who helps me in times of trouble. He directs my path straight forward. He helps me realize how He's good and how His love never fails. I want to be an inspiration to other children.
Eugene and Eunice were blessed by the support of their local church when they were young and in need. Now, they are taking the next step and becoming leaders and mentors themselves. Eugene teaches younger children about the love of God and shares the hope he has. Eunice participates in dance and also is a mentor to younger children, teaching and tutoring them. She helps her parents by sharing what she earns. She is very active in her church, and her story gives people hope. Eunice teaches the Bible to her young friend Mary. Eunice remembers how a stranger reached out to her with Jesus' love when she had so little and helped her. Now, she is doing the same for others. As Eunice and Eugene follow Jesus, they show love to many people in their community. Although there are many challenges, they love the people here, and they stay here so they can share God's hope. Thanks for joining us stepping into these shoes. We hope you've enjoyed the journey.
was cool, right? Wow, okay, so when you were watching that video, tell me something. What did it look like there? Did it look like where you live? I mean, like, what were the streets like? Were they like our streets? Were they different? Okay, now let's see here. What about the houses? What did the houses look like? Did they look like your house? A little bit different, huh? Okay, cool. All right, let's see here. Let's see, what did they wear? They look like they wore some of the same kind of clothes that we wear, right? That's cool. So there are some things that are the same, some things that are different. Other countries are really fun to learn about, right? Well, in this video, I'm going to ask you a question. Who was putting God's love into action in the video? Yeah, Eugene and Eunice were, right? Great. Now let's see, how were they doing that? Well, they were teaching and leading in their community, right? That's so cool. Who else? The church there, the Child Development Center, the people who worked there. Yeah. What about, the sponsors, right? The sponsors who prayed for them and encouraged them. That's right. That was really special that they got to have sponsors to help them. Okay, so Eunice and Eugene, they were transformed by God's love. And how did that happen? Because the people around them showed God's love in actions, not just in words. So when we follow Jesus, which is one step at a time, he leads us to love others. So who do you think God is calling you to love with your actions? Think about maybe one person that God is calling you to love with your actions. Okay, well, let me ask some deeper questions, okay? As we think about that, what can you do to serve someone? That's love as an action, right? What can you do to serve someone? Think of someone that you can serve and how you can serve them. Okay. What can you do to raise money to help someone? That's a good one, right? I know you're like, well, I don't think I have much money, or how am I supposed to raise money? But you can do little things, right? Okay, what about who can you share your heart with and show them love in action by sharing what God puts on your heart? Okay, think of some people. All right, so finally, I want you to do this. I want you to stand up wherever you are. If you're in the car, you can't stand up, that's okay. Just do it when you get home. But wherever you are, if you can, stand up. Okay, now put your feet together. Okay, take one step forward. Okay, take one more step forward. I'm really close. Now look around. You only took 2 steps, very small steps, and yet you're somewhere totally different. Your perspective is totally different, right? Now, when we follow Jesus, it may not feel like 1 step or 2 steps make a big difference, but little by little, you can do little things that can make big changes. One of those things that we can do is you can talk to your family about sponsoring a child like Eugene and Eunice. Now, you can't sponsor them because they're all grown up now, but it's Compassion Sunday. We're going to put our love into action today. We have children at a church plant in the Dominican Republic who are waiting for someone to sponsor them, to show them love in action. And when they get that sponsorship, they can grow in the knowledge of Jesus, and they can grow in learning how to put their love in action. And they can become like Eunice and Eugene, leading and teaching their community and making a big change because you took 1 step, 1 small step. Wouldn't that be amazing? That would be so cool. Well, talk to your parents about it and talk to your family, pray about it, and see if maybe there's something that you can give up for a little bit to make some extra money or to have some extra money so that you can sponsor a child. Think about it and pray about it. I believe that God is calling us to our actions, right? To love with our actions. And if I could right now, I'd give you guys all a big hug just to show you how much I love you. But today, if we want to show God's love, I think one step we could do is maybe sponsoring a child. Maybe some of the other things that you thought of earlier about serving someone, raising money for someone, and sharing your heart with someone. Okay, think about those people that you can show love to. Go out there and show love from God so that more people will learn about God and His great love for them. Light Life kids, never forget that you are loved. And we'll see you soon, okay? Bye, guys.